guys, it's Jake. I am one of the freshman guys leaders, and I am super excited to be doing this Devo with you guys today. We're going to be in Genesis 11, if you want to flip to your Bibles. And we're going to be talking about the story of the Tower of Babel and how this group of people here got really comfortable and how getting comfortable can really hinder our relationship with God. So let's get cracking in verse 1. Now the whole earth had one language and the same words. And as people migrated from the east, they found a plain in the land of Shinar and settled there. And they said to one another, "Come, let us make bricks and burn them thoroughly." And they had brick for stone and bitumen for mortar. Then they said, "Come, let us build ourselves a city and a tower with its top in the heavens. And let us make a name for ourselves, lest we be dispersed over the face of the whole earth." And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower, which the children of man had built. And the Lord said, "They are one people, and they have all one language, and this is only the beginning of what they will do. And nothing that they propose to do now will be impossible for them. Come, let us go down and there confuse their language, so they may not understand one another's speech." So the Lord dispersed them there over the face of all the earth, and they left off building the city. A big issue I see here is they got comfortable. Not to say that they weren't doing anything, right? They were building a city and a tower. They're investing a lot of time in that, right? But if you kind of compare it to what Jesus did, how he invested his time, what the apostles did, how they invested their time, there's a huge difference. They're staying in one place, and Jesus and the apostles are all over the place. We're told, I think the Bible mentions the word go over 1,500 times, and alone in the Gospel of Matthew, Jesus tells the different multitudes of people that he's speaking to, tells his apostles to go. That's our mission. We're supposed to be going, evangelizing, serving, loving, helping. And so we can see right now, right here, that this does not align with how as Christians we are supposed to follow Christ. And you can tell because in the intention behind this, right, in verse 4, they say, "Let us make a name for ourselves." So what they're doing is not for God, but rather because they want to be like God. And in verse 5, you see, "And the Lord came down." So even though they had the top of their tower in the heavens, it still didn't reach God, where God sits in his throne, because the Lord came down. That's super powerful. And so as Christians, we get comfortable. We get comfortable in our routines. We get comfortable when we are going to high school group. We get comfortable in our ministries. We get comfortable in our friend groups. And don't get me wrong, it's important to gather and to be in community with fellow believers. But if all we're doing is hanging out with fellow believers, then who are we sharing the gospel with? You know, where is the reach? Because if we're told to go 1,500 times in the Bible, then that doesn't mean we should be sitting in a tower, hanging out with our friends like Rapunzel, just chilling. Obviously, if you've seen the movie Tangled, you know that Rapunzel didn't have a choice, but I love Disney movies. Anyway, Matthew 28, the Great Commission, right? "Go, therefore, make disciples, baptize them, teach them, observe all the things that I have commanded you." Go and make disciples. It's not like make a few friends and then chill, you're good. No, we are constantly called to go, continue to meet people, continue to go out and challenge yourselves. Good prayer on a weekly basis that kind of helps me evaluate. I didn't come up with this, by the way. Someone shared this with me. What do I need to start doing? What do I need to stop doing? What do I need to keep doing? What do we need to start doing that I maybe seeing someone else do that's really helping them benefit in their relationship with the Lord? What do I need to stop doing that's hindering my relationship with God? And what do I need to keep doing that's keeping my relationship with Christ steadfast? I like that because it helps me kind of sit and reflect before I come to God with, hey, I need this, I need that, I need this, I worked in a church setting before joining the Navy. I was in church 6 days a week, always around fellow believers. It was awesome. Always had accountability, always had somebody to lift me up, always had somebody to lift up if need be. And now I work in the Navy where it's a totally change of atmosphere. And sometimes it's really difficult. But a chaplain once said to me that the harvest is plenty and the laborers are few. And we're young. I'm 22. You guys are all young too. As young Christians, it's easy to make justification, make excuses. But I want to challenge you guys, and this is a challenge for myself too, to not get comfortable, not get stagnant, so that we plateau in our relationship with Christ, to constantly be challenging ourselves and what we need to start doing, stop doing, and keep doing. Because while I have very difficult conversations sometimes with people who don't believe in God in the Navy, and people who believe in God but see church as a bunch of just rules that are trying to keep them from having fun. While those conversations can sometimes be very challenging and sometimes discouraging, I find I've seen a lot of growth already, and I've learned a lot about different experiences, and I get to understand different point of views, which only helps. So anyway, that's all I got for you guys. I love you, and I'll see you next growth group, or what do we call it? Not growth group, something. High school group, I don't know. See you guys on Sunday.